What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Nana manga, this time with volume 19, chapter 72. Just going to recap the last chapter quickly. The most memorable part from what I remember is, of course, Reira and Takumi ended up kissing towards the end of the chapter, which, again, I don't really mind that much, to be honest with you. I much prefer that than him just cheating with random pretty women, to be honest with you, but was quite the touching scenes here with Reira finally kind of letting out all her emotions. Just had this all trapped up inside of her for quite a while, hasn't she? Sorry, I just had to read the one comment, and of course it says, "I hate Takumi so much." Again, I still don't like the guy, but I appreciate his character a lot. His character is very well written, very well written. Of course, we had the Takumi backstory not too long ago, but yeah, as I said, we had the kiss there. I can't remember too much else, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, we had the paparazzi guy hound Nana a bit again, didn't we? And I think he said he found out where Nana Osaki's mum was. I wonder if we'll be covering that a bit more today as well. Some nice apartment 707 stuff, which I always love to see, but again, it feels a bit regressive in terms of the characters, and they've progressed so much, and now they're going back to room 707 again. It just feels like they regressed a bit in that regard, and like a soft reset. Yeah, we'll get straight into today's chapter. Do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I'll read that in a second. There is no color version here. Okay, I'll continue to check that, but recently there hasn't been too many color versions when I've been trying to look. But yeah, let's get into it. When I left Nana at apartment 707 and went back home to Shirogane, the place that many times bigger suddenly felt cramped. The future that seemed to hold infinite possibilities when I first came to Tokyo now had to change to fit in here. I like that. I like that. It's a massive place, but she had so much ambition, but now she's got to stuff that ambition within this room and be a mother. And with being a mother and such, it comes, it's not that you don't have like a future and you can't continue to do as you wish, but obviously a big part of your life will be taken up by looking after your daughter, especially when they're really young. So that, yeah, this just makes a lot of sense here, doesn't it? A lot of possibilities, especially soon to be possibilities, are no longer a thing for Nana. I like this cover a lot. I had already seen this just before I started recording, but I like this artwork a lot. Reira and Ren, which has always been a point of interest for me as well. Reira and Ren. It kind of seems like they're really close, aren't they? I don't think it's romantic whatsoever, but from an outside perspective, you could definitely see how you could confuse it for that. I love how her hair is drawn in this, especially. Some lovely curls. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I feel like in real life, when women get hair cut like this, I've seen that's the thing. It probably looks good when it's done well, but I've seen many videos of where women have attempted to get this haircut and they just end up crying because they hate it so much. It's a hard one to actually pull off as a barber, I think, or whatever the female equivalent is. Is it a barber as well? I'm not sure. Hairdresser. But yeah, I've seen plenty of women like cut off their fringe in one go, which I cut my own hair all the time, so I know that is awful to do. You can't just like put it all out in one bit and cut it all at once. You need to do like separate like sections. And I'm a guy. That like women, yeah, I've seen women like again just like put it in a knot, cut it all, and then it just then it just goes, it's like a diagonal line, and it just looks awful. So tough one. I think my sister ended up trying a haircut like this once, and she ended up crying. But yeah, Ray pulling it off very beautifully because it's a drawing. Again, I imagine it'd be much harder to in person. But let's actually get into it now. Hachiko, sorry it's so late. Yasu took Nana back to the dorms. Everyone's there, so no worries. But please go get her as soon as you can. Who's supplying him with this stuff? Are these cigarettes? Oh yeah, I think these are roll-up cigarettes. This is what I used to smoke. I smoked a few packets like these, but they were never my go-to or anything. These were definitely easier if you were like having a night out in town or something. You'd get some of these, but most of the time I'd roll my own because it's a lot cheaper and you get a lot more for it. So I'd have like these ones here. And when we started smoking, me and my friends are like 13, 14. This is what we got given. I remember the innocence. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh tin, and I just like get supplied a bit of baccy, a bit of tobacco. We call it baccy. Some papers and some filters. I just have a Yu-Gi-Oh tin full of all that crap. I remember being quite excited about it. Just that image of like almost like tainted youth, the youth of Yu-Gi-Oh. And then tainted with the adult smoke inside. He's pouring it down the toilet. That's an expensive flush, that is. I'm not sure what drugs it is that Ren does. I guess we could theorize. What do you think the drugs that Ren does are? It's really tough, actually, to be honest. Cocaine is a popular one because it's really expensive. But I've done that and I never really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. All it does really is just like heighten your senses a little bit. Makes people a bit more aggressive. Yeah. So yeah, I imagine it probably most likely is cocaine. I can't imagine it's Mandy or MDMA. Although that was always my favourite. Could be meth, but I also kind of doubt that. That's usually quite a cheap one. Again, that was the most common one for me and my friends back in the day. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and probably just say it's cocaine. You're the only one who can save Nana from herself. Please get it together and be there for her. Please go get her as soon as you can. I gave up everything that was important to me, moved to Tokyo and bet my life on Trap Nest. We gotta keep our eyes on the prize. But even though it feels like a little stuffy, this is where I live. I don't want to go. What? Where? To work. Shock. Good reaction, Komatsu, because you should be shocked. Takumi not wanting to go to work? Only something massive could cause this. Obviously, I think we know it's the fact they probably have to face Reira after Kiss. So yeah, I imagine that's it. But will Komatsu figure that out? I doubt it. Strange behaviour though. Yeah, Checkie's okay. What happened? You live for work. Are you calling sick for me? Tell teacher I got a fever. His little backpack. You don't have a fever. And what teacher? I feel nauseated. It's like he's kind of reset to the times we saw in the Takumi backstory. It's probably from eating too many chocolates. I'm sure you got more than you could eat. Where did you hide them? At the Akasaka office? I got some. I only ate your cake. You made yourself eat it too late at night, so it didn't sit well. You want some medicine? I didn't make myself. What are you so mad about? It was good. I'm not mad anymore. Of course you're not mad anymore. I'm not mad anymore. After you said you like my cake. Look at little baby Takumi right here. It's actually quite wholesome. But then again, you again remember the fact that he just kissed Reira just last chapter. Then let's go out for a walk today with Sachi, just the three of us. You're just fine. You're just playing sick. If you don't earn money, Sachiko and I are going to starve to death, so get back to work. I don't know, I feel like a day off. I feel like Takumi probably could use a day off, and I feel like it probably wouldn't impact how much money he makes too much, would it? Get back to work, man. Cold. Oh, I heard from Yasu yesterday. They're going to let Shin out this month. Okay, good. This month though, that's a bit crazy. How long has he been in for? Bloody hell. Must be tough for a. How old is Shin? I forget how old he is right now. Isn't he like 17? Should he even be in prison? I'm not sure. Is it like 16 when they start putting you in actual prison? Or I imagine it was 18, but I don't know. Like a month though? Is what I'm assuming. A long time. So nothing happened to him. We haven't seen him at all during all this time, by the way. The family court's delivering the verdict on the 26th. So she said this month. So that means that it was last month, sometime, I imagine towards the back end of last month, is when he got arrested. And the verdict's on the 26th. So yeah, he spent about a month in jail, is what I'm assuming, right? Oh yeah. He's sorry for what he did. He's on his best behaviour. So his lawyer said he'll probably just get probation. And he'll be able to come home right away. Right away. It's already been a fucking month. I guess it's black for a white shirt, since you're a rock dude. But you'll be wearing street clothes for today's interview. Then you don't have to put a tie on me every day. I don't work at an office. And it makes me look like Baldy. Bend down. I like men in ties. I don't need to lure you in at this point. You're so arrogant. You want me to have an affair with Mr. Asano? Who's Asano? Is he the guy from the shop? Like, from the open kind of episodes when she got a job after moving to Tokyo? I forget. Who was Mr. Asano? Oh. Oh, is he the guy that she dated right at the start of the show? Yeah. Well, bringing it up again. I mentioned this a while ago, didn't I, about the fact that it's quite ironic. She was having an affair with a married man, and now her husband's having an affair with many a woman. What's an affair, by the way? Is it like? I don't really want to call it an affair because he's not. I feel like an affair is like specifically one person, whereas Takumi's just outright cheat on her with loads of women. I don't think that's the same thing, but love affair. Oh yeah, He's had plenty of affairs then, so we'll call it that. So yeah, things roll back around, don't they, I guess? Things come back around. That's what I thought. I won't lose you to some suit. And it is just like, I can understand being like slightly possessive and stuff, but when you're like this, after cheating the amount of times he has, I feel like it's just like, just not self-aware in any way, is it? What right do you have to feel like this? None. Like, you still feel like this because he's human. Why don't we let Shin and Reira meet at our place? What? Here? Shouldn't be a problem. Or is there some reason you can't have Reira here? Man, that would be fucking awkward, wouldn't it? Shin, who's the son of Matsu, might as well be, who loved Reira, and Reira, who's in love with Takumi, but also had a love relationship with Shin. Man, that would be super fucking awkward. There's no way that. I think Takumi would do everything in his power to make this not happen. This shouldn't be a problem. Or is there some reason you can't have Reira here? No! Don't smile and ask that. It's creepy. And it's no problem. You're doing the interview with Reira, right? Tell her I said hi. Something's wrong. I think there's something going on between them. Is that Komatsu saying this? Interesting. So she has caught. And some strange behaviour from Takumi, so... What's wrong, Takumi? You keep sighing. God, why'd you have to schedule so much stuff right now? And at a hotel. You said you'd do it if Canada's... How do you say that one? Canada. If Canada's... just sounds like I'm saying Canada. A foreign person. Canada. I think it's probably closer to Canada, right? Canada's the interviewer. Takumi. Where's Taku's wife? People are taking photos without asking. So rude. Now people recognise me, it's so annoying. But this is the only thing you have to do today. So it's easier than usual. Fucking action shot right here. But no matter what happened, so that was her thinking about... Look at her face. That was her thinking about Reira and Takumi. Look at that face, bro. That is one terrifying face. I feel like it's one of those faces. I saw a hilarious video yesterday. The power of women with their flip-flop. Just a compilation of women fucking shit up with their flip-flop, taking their flip-flops off. It kind of looks like something from that, honestly. Life's about getting knocked down over and over, but still getting up each time. I won't just sit here and take it like a little girl. I'm gonna fight. You look prepared to fight. A bloody Hoover. I don't know what, I like this shot quite a lot. I'm a fan of that. As much as it's scary. That's good, you're done. Perfect. It's a beautiful colour. I like it. It kind of feels bad though, because I mean, yes, I brought this up a while ago as well about the whole Nana Osaki telling her to fight for what she believes in and what she wants, with the whole shoji stuff earlier on in the series. And she's obviously learned that lesson, but I don't know, I feel like it's terrible because Reira isn't like... Same with, was it Sachiko, I think her name was? Sachiko's a nice girl actually, and Reira's a lovely girl as well, and she's bottled so much up, and she finally got to release it, and then she may very well hold the wrath of Komatsu because of it. I don't know, it just feels bad, doesn't it? Oh, is that Takumi? Oh. This isn't out in Japan yet, but if you like it, I'm going overseas next week so I can get you some. I'll order something to drink. What would you like? Gasoline. What? High octane, fill her up. Let's get some coffee. This woman, I've never played Bayonetta, but she kind of looks like Bayonetta. You guys see that? About the crazy hair. Never played those games, but they've always looked really fun. My like Wii, I think that released like originally on the Wii. My Wii, I used to play quite a bit of Wii games, Sonic games, Crash Bandicoot games, but my go-to were Resident Evil 1 remake, which was awesome. I really like that. Resident Evil 4 on the Wii, I really like. No More Heroes was fantastic. Obviously, Wii Sports, classic. Used to have the little board thing as well, which wasn't ever too fun actually. Morning, Rayra. Whoosh. And off he walks. Takumi and Rayra. Your childhood friends, right? Just the interview. Oh god, this could get awkward quickly. What's that have to do with our new single? Skip it, Kaneda. Next question, please. Alright. Takumi just got hitched, so he's dying to get home. You got it, but don't write that. Or that I'm wearing a sweater my wife knit. You're just bragging. I want one too. Write it. That is cute. So if my wife, if I had a wife and she knitted me a sweater, I'd wear it quite often. It doesn't matter how it looks. It's more I appreciate stuff like again I appreciate the thought of stuff more than the actual kind of gift in most cases a lot of the time. Well, Rayra? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So your single drops on April 3rd. You'll start recording next week. Okay. Nana solo project. Hajime Hibino. 30. Yeah. Everyone's deal here. Why are we acting awkward? This guy seems pretty cool actually. Matsuo. Good job, guys. Where do I see the Tanuki? Where do I go to see the Tanuki? Tanuki? There are some in the hills behind my parents' place. Hey, Pops. I'm not sure what a Tanuki actually is. Is it just like a raccoon? All I know Tanuki from is the bloody Tanuki suit from Mario. Is it Mario? Yeah, it's a Japanese raccoon dog thing. Is it from Mario 2 or 3? Forget. Mario 3, okay. I can't remember which one that is. Is that... No, I can't remember which one that is. I just got like a wave of nostalgia. I was gonna say it's the one with the home hub screen, but pretty much all of them have that. Yeah, I just got a wave of nostalgia just remembering the home hub scene screens where you choose the stage. Why'd you have to get transferred? Why does Shin have to screw up everyone around him? And then he just runs off to juvie. It wasn't that. My ideas about the music industry were different than my colleagues, so they shut me out. They just jumped on a good excuse to transfer me. I can't really sing punk as a solo artist. I mean, I understand that the solo stuff should be different from Blast, and that's alright. Really? But ultimately, I thought that was him speaking for a second, sorry. But ultimately, I want to sing punk songs. So when Blast is back, I'll ask the label to have you produce us again. So that's what happens, isn't it? Like, you take a chance on some unordinary people in a kind of new environment of music, and you take chances and try to be against the ordinary. I've spoken about this plenty of times about the whole kind of popularity today of just like sexiness and talking about sex, rapping about sex, singing about sex, being a sex symbol, and that's the popular thing nowadays to make a star. But when you go against that, it's one, very hard to break into the industry, but two, you actually like it's not as successful, and you're branded as different, and you'll get what happens to this guy. He gets pushed out because his ideas are different. In this case, he was successful, but again, just because it was different, he got pushed out because it's not good for business. So just like for such a creative medium, they really do try and suck out as much creativeness as possible, don't they? If I hit #1 as a solo artist, they'll give me what I want, right? Look at that, she looks so English right now with this hat on. The hat is just like, you see so many farmers wearing hats like this and stuff. I'm happy to see you diving into your work, but how are things with Ren? I thought I'd see you in a wedding dress. What's wrong? Things aren't going well? Oh, I don't want to wear stupid costumes like Trap Nest. Yeah, I had a bad topic to bring up. I just want to get back on stage as soon as possible and sing and not think about anything else. That's the thing, like people don't always have to get married. I feel like marriage is like a major symbol and a major part of a relationship, but I'm pretty sure I've known. What the hell's Jojo doing down here? What the fuck? Jotaro. What, Jotaro? But yeah, I think I think I know. It's been a while, but I think I know like people who have been in like some of my friends' parents. I think I remember some of them like been in a relationship for like 40, 50 years, and they've never. Oh no, it's my auntie. She has been in a relationship with her boyfriend for like 40, 50 years, and they don't plan on getting married or anything. And they're really happy together. They don't have kids either. Their kids are their dogs, they say, and they've got a lot of dogs. Yeah, they've never got married, and they never will get married. They've been together for ages. It's like people don't have to get married or anything, but it's another one of those like social things, isn't it? Where it's like, yeah, in a social society, the appropriate thing for a couple to do after many years is to get married. But yeah, don't get me wrong. Again, I probably when I get married, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I hope so. I guess I do hope so, but you never know what the future is going to hold. I just as much as I'd appreciate getting married, if I had a long-term relationship, I wouldn't mind about not getting married either. That's the thing. If I had possibility of that, it would definitely be down to my girlfriends. I wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be my kind of decision. So I'm good either way. But obviously, we know it's not like the marriage stuff that is the wedge in the relationship, of course, between Ren Anna, is it? It's me just talking rubbish right now. Mr. Honjo. Are you really alright? I think you should go see a doctor. Just shut up. Is he having withdrawal symptoms? Maybe it was something more than cocaine. I feel like, again, whenever I done that, I never got like withdrawal or any adverse. I had adverse effects, don't get me wrong, like headache the next day and stuff. And not desperation for more, but I want for more. I feel I had that experience with pretty much every drug I've done in my time. Is you always want more. Maybe it was actually something a bit more nasty in that regard. Not that it's massively important. I'm taking you to a doctor before you go into work. I'm alright. Leave me alone. But how are you going to play guitar like that? And when I say I used to do like meth and stuff, and that was the one of choice, I'm currently watching Breaking Bad, which I brought up a few times in past videos, and it's not like that kind of stuff, not like that kind of power or anything. And I didn't have like I wouldn't. That's the thing, as I said, you always want more, but I wouldn't say I was actually addicted. Like I did just give it all up. Quite simply, I don't know what it is with me. I've always been quite good at giving things up and just like people. I like people when I'm done with people and like they do something to betray me or anything like that. It usually is just like that, and then never speak to them again, never see them again. It's the same with smoking, which I thought was quite strange. I didn't really have too much of any withdrawals to smoking, and you hear that it's really hard, but I was kind of fine with drugs. I just got off it and didn't have any withdrawals or anything. I guess I'm just kind of good at giving up stuff. Got a unique ability to give things up. But this is the normal reaction. As I've always said, I was never, as much as I've done that stuff quite often, I never done it in crazy amounts either. Saying hardly any of the time, I wouldn't be paying for it hardly any of the time. My friends would always buy it and we'd all do it together. Drop me by the agency. What? I'll call the agency. But let's go to a doctor first. Just go, quick. What's going on here in this shot? Almost looks like a heart. Smoky. Toxins. Jesus. What's going on with Ren? That is the thing as well. If this is like a more like heroin or something, maybe it might be that. I didn't even bring that to equation or anything. Just quitting something. Like I said, I just managed to quit things, but I wasn't majorly addicted or done it in huge amounts. I think with things like heroin and hard drugs like that, if you do just not do them for a few days after being an addict, I think that can kill you, and your body will kill you. I don't know too much about that, but there is major danger to just not doing it. Like you need to like microdose. Cold turkey killing. Yeah, sudden withdrawal from drugs, alcohol, benzo. It's extremely dangerous and could be potentially fatal. Just that's crazy, isn't it? Just not doing it could kill you. That really tells you how fucked up a lot of these drugs are. Even it says even for alcohol, it's crazy. I still find it crazy how alcohol is like legal and all these other super harmful drugs are super illegal. Yeah, super dangerous stuff right there. Well, this isn't good, is it? At all. I imagine it's even worse if you like mix them. Again, when me and my friends are doing drugs, it would always be with a shitload of alcohol, especially with cocaine. Cocaine could make you drink loads. It like upped your tolerance a lot to alcohol. Just go quick, Ren. I just gave you some the other day. Why'd you overdo it and get addicted? And it's not cheap. This guy don't look too good either, does he? He's stopping by here to get more drugs. To be honest, as I was just talking about, it might be the only thing that can save him. Strangely enough, the thing that's killing him is the only thing that could save him. Okay, but pay me back by writing some songs that'll sell again, alright? Alright, thank you. When the article's ready, I'll fax it over. Please go easy with the revisions. So is that him just passed out right here? Jesus Christ, man. I do very much feel Ren right here though, with the whole pouring the drugs down the toilet. Like I've done that so many times with things. I've just told myself it's so hard. I've just told myself stop doing this, and you just continue to do it, and it's just like this is the final day. This is the day I'm stepping up to stop this or to do this to better myself, whatever it is, and it's just like, and you fail and you do it again, and you just question yourself like, wow, do I have any willpower at all? And yeah, it's really I do really feel for Ren right here. Alright, thank you. When the article is ready, I'll fax it over. I think everyone experienced that, haven't they? Of just like trying to quit something, a bad habit, something that's just like so fucking hard. I'll fax it over. Please go easy with the revisions. Thank you very much. I mentioned this before as well. I think it's because you need a really good reason. Like a really good fucking reason. Like, and even with a really good reason, it's difficult. But everything that I've quit is because I've had a really good reason to. I've never. Again, I usually struggle giving up the stuff that there is not too much gain from giving up, if that makes sense. Mari, is the publisher paying for this room? When do we have to leave? You can use it until checkout time tomorrow. There's something I need to go over with Rayra, so you can take a break. Yes, sir. And I'll go over to Naoki's shoot. Bye-bye. Hey, Mari. Is there something going on with Takumi and Rayra? What? What do you mean? Something scandalous like in the Trust song. No way. Rayra was out of it today, so it's more like she'll get lectured. What the hell were you thinking? If you act all weird, people will get suspicious. Nag. You weren't concentrating on the task at hand. Look at her on her knees. Bloody hell. Jeez. I'm sorry. Sit straight. You're flunking as my mistress. I'm sorry. I'll do better tomorrow. This feels so weird. It does feel like teacher-student stuff right here. I'm not a fan of that. People have their own sexual preferences and stuff, I guess, though. I'm sorry, I'll do better tomorrow so that I pass. So what are you going to do to pass? You have to chill out. Shin's going to be out of the joint at the end of this month. Lucky you. I'll let you see him at my place to make up. Nana will go along with it too. Not great timing, is it? Look at those eyes. What the hell? How could you? You're just being cruel. Why do you say that? You made Shin fall in love with you for real, then pushed him away into the gutter. How could you make out with another guy at a time like this? I haven't heard this song in a long time, but I love this song a lot. It's that JoJo's Part 4 opening 2, which is not liked by many people actually. Probably because it's one of the more standard songs in the series, but it's one of my favourites actually. You just want to get laid because you can't see Shin. Go do it with Ren. That's not true. I don't think it could be any further from the truth. But you put on that ring, then take it off. Put it on, take it off. You haven't been able to forget him. Again, who are you to be saying all this, Takumi? Look at your ring. Look at your fucking ring. You got a wedding ring. Shin gave you that, right? For your birthday. And Shin did it with some girl who looks just like you. You saw Woman Weekly? That's not true. Well, I don't think she looks like you. Shin knew that Ryoko girl before we got together. How old was he? I'm the one who looks like her. Shin told me he liked her. He moved to Japan. He could hardly speak Japanese and he was alone. He was the only person, and she was the only person he could count on. Even after he realized she was evil and controlling, he said he hated her but somehow still liked her. Again, I think I brought this up a few times. There was a girl in high school that I remember at the start of high school, I used to really fancy her. I used to think she was very attractive. And then I got to know her and I really didn't like her. She didn't like me and I didn't like her. And then it was that way for a few years, but then it kind of, something changed where I still didn't, actually ended up getting along with her pretty well. I didn't like her too much to an extent, but there was like weird, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it was weird. I kind of didn't like her, but I liked her. It was a strange feeling. Maybe he still likes her, but that's the way it works. Haven't you ever heard of a story like this? About kidnapping victims, learning to love their kidnapper. Stockholm Syndrome, I believe it's called. Yeah, I guess that's again, we still haven't seen too much of that whole Shin backstory stuff. We've heard about it, but yeah, sounds about right. Something akin to Stockholm Syndrome. You're locked up in their world, and you have to depend on them in order to survive. So if they're nice to you, they seem like a god who saves you. Also, very fitting for Reira. Now we think about it, and the Takumi backstory that we saw, he was nice to her, and then he became a god to her. Interesting, that, isn't it? Maybe that's why Shin and Reira got along quite well, because they were pretty much in the same position. Interesting, that. Interesting. Even if they're the root of all evil. It's the same thing with you. When you fall for me just because I toss you a few crumbs. Until your prince returns, you just have to deal with it, even if you're lonely. But I'll be able to let you two meet in my castle. Takumi. Sorry, but that's not it. What's not? It's true that I haven't forgotten Shin, and I feel guilty for hurting him. But no matter who I fall in love with, in the end, I love you. It's all in your head. Why can't you understand? I mean, yeah, where else is it going to be? Where else is it going to be? We're going to put it on the desk outside. Of course it's in our head. It's our thoughts. So then why'd you kiss me yesterday? We always used to kiss when we were kids. That was no playground smooch. I couldn't stop you. If Mary hadn't walked in, you wouldn't have stopped. Making up with Shin or being one of my ladies. Be logical and think about which will make you happy. It's too hard for me to know. It's easier than 1 + 1, you fool. I don't want to be happy. I don't want to be happy. So whatever do I do? So whatever I do, my role is to rob you of your happiness. Yeah, essentially. It really is lose-lose. But why is it lose-lose, Takumi? We've got to ask that question. Why is it? Because of you and the way that you are. If you weren't, if this wasn't one of your many women, you chose Reira, this wouldn't be the case. And again, I wouldn't be too mad at that. I'd like the fact that he's getting away from Komatsu and stopping cheating on her. Honestly, maybe that's my preferred way of where this goes, to be honest. Takumi and Reira. But again, as he said, he can't do that. He's got plenty of women, and he'd just probably end up cheating on her as well and stuff. So I guess it is just, yeah, I guess this is just true. Role is to rob her of her happiness. I'm sorry, that's not it. Calm down. But I didn't mean to take away your happiness. I didn't start Trapnest to do that to you guys. Hey, Takumi. Takumi. What are you doing here? I'm taking care of biz, even when you're not bossing me around. See, ain't my haircut cute? And me too. I just wanted to see your happy-go-lucky face. You're so cute. See ya. What the hell? He's being creepy. What do I do? He's been groaning and sighing all day. Maybe he's burnt out. If Takumi burns out, the Trapness Empire will collapse. Looking like the bloody screaming lady or whatever her name is, that very famous artwork that I don't even know the name of. No. Yeah. Everyone depends on Takumi too much. I have to get my act together too. Yeah, I feel like this is a good signal to these guys, isn't it? Maybe as much as Takumi is like the heartbeat of Trap Nest and how it runs and so on. Maybe this tells you guys to actually invest a bit more into maybe not work a bit harder per se, but just like pick up a little bit of the slack for the guy. Okay, looks like Ren's okay, which is good. Quite scared for him for a minute there. Looked like he passed out or something. I guess that was him. I was wondering, is that him like passed out from the what's it called again? I forget what's called again now. From the lack of drugs, or if that was him again, just like being relaxed because he got them. Oh dear, a couple broken human beings right here, isn't there? I gave up everything that was important to me and moved to Tokyo and bet my life on Trap Nest. We have to keep our eyes on the prize. And what is the prize exactly? Money, fame? Look where money and fame has got you guys. Obviously, I think I'm saying it's more to Ren, but for Raya as well, Raya hasn't achieved any kind of real happiness with all this success. That's the thing I think people think of, like when they want to be famous and rich and famous and stars. Like, do you actually want to be? I mean, yes, you'll get a lot of money, but money isn't everything in this world, is it? Money, I mean, as cliche as it says money. I think money can buy happiness. It can make you momentarily happy, but it doesn't make you a happy person. What do I do? How do I be happy like a normal person? Don't ask me hard questions like that. Ask Baldy. He'd probably just say, think about other people's happiness a little too. You know what? Yeah, he probably would. You know, he probably would. Something like that. That's the thing with my reactions as well. Like, reactions are really popular because other people, they want to see how they react to their series and such, yes, but I feel like there is a lot of people watch it because they want to see people enjoying things. They want to see people enjoying their series, having fun with their series, and enjoying other people's happiness is, I think, one of the nicest things in the world, to be honest with you. There's always like that like I think back at like things of like my friends and such, and like seeing them like really happy at the moment, and that's some of the best times, just seeing someone you're close to, like a family member or something, just really happy. It just makes you really happy. Well, that's some good advice, and yeah, I do think Yasu would say that, wouldn't he? Smart guy. You have to chill out. I decided to go back to my place, so why don't you just live here again? I can come over here any time. Are you going to get Nana? No. That's totally impossible. But if Nana decides to move back in, and I'm not there, she'll be lonely. It's a wrap. You were great, Yuri. Thank you. So again, I just don't get this. I just can't. I wouldn't be able to have my girlfriend having sex with other guys, especially not on film. Don't get me wrong. I might end up. I don't even know if I'd date a woman that does stuff like this, but I wouldn't be opposed to having sex with a woman that does stuff like this. Definitely not, because they're actually like the cleanest. They're the people that actually like, they get tested so often and such. Like they're probably the safest people you can sleep with. So there's no issue in that regard. But I could never have an actual relationship with a person, and I think again that's quite a commonality. I think I think as a person in this kind of industry, you'd be very lucky to find someone that accepts a job like this, which might sound harsh, but that's just the harsh reality of it, to be honest, isn't it? Like, how many? Yeah, how many? I don't know. It's a hard topic to speak about because it's like cheating. It's essentially like you get cheated on, but you've got to feel fine about it. And I wouldn't be able to feel fine about it. Hard day at work for Yuri though. Beep. Nobu, way to go. I'm not sure what she's doing in this scene. It obviously looks like they just, yeah, and I'm guessing that's like a male actor there, but that could be another woman. They were just doing like a woman shoot, like some photos or something. I don't know. I got time on my hands, so I made dinner. Fried rice and vegetable rice. It turned out good, so get psyched. Today I wrote a song to enter into a competition. When your contract with Shikai is up, I'll work at a Chinese restaurant if I have to. So if it gets to that, don't dump me. Yeah. Nobu, bro. Get a Chinese from Nobu. What is he doing entering a song into a competition though? Like he's already part of a massive band. Yuri, the president wants to talk to you, so we're dropping by the agency. What is it? If it's about work, I'm not working after April. Are you really going to quit? For a girl who doesn't seem to know much else, it'd be a waste of your talent. What talent? Well, acting. No one watches that part. They just fast forward to the sex scenes. But someone must have watched that part. I want to shoot this film with Yuri Kosaka. The novel's been on sale for a long time. It'll be rated R, so you won't have to have real sex. Well, yeah, I think that'd be cool for her, to be honest. Having moving into the actual acting industry. Why not? Who's the director? Does anyone know who he is? You want people to respect you? I want the public to acknowledge Yuri Kosaka's real talents. I've been looking after you since I picked you up off the streets of Shinjuku. Yeah, I know. I know you were going to sell me off. Well, I was going to at first, but you were different from the other runaway girls with no guts. You complained, you kept running away. But on the set you didn't goof off, you worked hard. I've always known that. Don't waste this opportunity. Have you ever heard of a story like this? That would be fucking hilarious, isn't it? Have you heard of a story like this? And then we revert all the way back to the start of Nana, and she's playing Nana. Yuri Kosaka plays Nana in the new movie, Nana. That would be hilarious. Hey, Nana. About kidnapping victims. Learning to love their kidnapper. Wait. So I read right to left, but this almost seems like it's read left to right. Is this the script of the movie or what? Welcome home. You're early. I'm beat. Are you alright? I just want to stay here forever. You don't seem to have a fever. The morning that glass broke, I asked The morning that glass broke, I asked Takumi to save me, because I thought I'd fallen into a trap like that. I really loved him. Oh, first time seeing Shin. Finally. Been fucking weeks for me. You know what, it's a massive shame that you really loved him. Actually, I still love him. Even now. Why though? Well, you can almost guarantee that's fucking Nana Osaki's. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Look at this. Big old Mercedes. Yeah, pretty good chapters today. Again, really enjoyed the stuff, especially about the whole Stockholm Syndrome. And again, I've only now just realised, yeah, quite a few characters actually had that going on. Komatsu potentially earlier on in the series, but I didn't even think about that, to be honest. And I guess it was actually different considering what she said here. But yeah, Reira and Shin actually being in that situation, really interesting to think about actually, wasn't it? A little bit promising end here with Yuri actually. I like that. I like the fact that she won't have to just like do nothing after her contract expires with these sleaze bags. She could actually just go into a more reputable business, which I think would be pretty cool. And obviously it would be awesome for Nobu as well. But yeah, course, again, the big portion was Reira and Takumi, and I absolutely love that stuff. Ren, seeing this from Ren again, very relatable for everybody, even if you've never done drugs or anything. Like I said, everybody's had habits that they've had to give up or tried to give up, and it's been super hard and impossible. But this one is actually like, I say that, and yes, that stuff is very hard. A lot of that stuff is psychological. With this drug stuff, it is actually kind of, is the word physiological? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the word for it, but it is actually like a lot of what addictions and such is in your mind, but this is actually like with coffee. Coffee's a simple one. It is actually body as well. Your body literally depends upon it, otherwise it fails you. So yeah, definitely feel for Ren right here. I think everyone can relate to that in some way. Love this shot again. I don't know why. I just love this shot a lot. But yeah, looking forward to maybe seeing that fiasco at Takumi and Komatsu's place when Shin gets out of jail. It'll be quite funny. Shin will be like the hardest guy. Glad to see nothing too bad's happened to him from the looks of things. He hasn't got beat up or anything, but Shin will be like the hardest guy in Nana after this, like the guy that just got out of jail, ex-convict, like bloody hell. He's going to be the talk of the streets, I imagine. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this chapter down in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next time with chapter 73, I believe.